Okay, third time to charm, right? We are at our cabin in, well, it's not in Gatlinburg, it's near Gatlinburg. And it doesn't have the greatest Wi-Fi. So Trey kind of hooked me up here and we shall see how this goes. So I'm going to talk about how to create memorable vacations. There's two keywords there. There's create and there's memorable. So what does it take to create a memorable vacation? Why is it memorable? That's what I'm talking about. So memorable. Why memorable? Like, think back to the vacations you went on as a child. Think back to your memories as a child. For me, a lot of those memories are vacation. Obviously, I have tons of other memories as well, but vacations are one of the big ones for me. So I want my kids to have great memories, and I want to have great memories of the things I did with my kids. And there are certain things that create memories, and there are certain things that don't. So, yeah. All right. So what does it take then to create a memorable vacation? Like, it takes time, and it takes money, and it takes effort. And I don't care how much you have of either. You can have enough to go on a vacation. So, like, we're a pretty low income family. We do not make a lot of money. But we take a lot of vacations. Why? How? Like, how do we do this? It's one word. One word. Prioritize. Prioritize. That's all it is. It's literally all it is. We prioritize the time that we have on vacation, and so we make it happen. We create the memorable vacations. Can anybody like do a little heart right now for me? Like, just give me a little heart. Just give me a little heart. If you're like, oh, whoa, yeah, like create the memorable vacations. So how do we do it? Like, we just make it happen. Like, we booked this cabin, I think a month and a half ago. We came here last year, loved it so much. Like, let me just turn the camera around. Like, this is what I'm sitting in front of right now. This is what the kids are playing with nonstop. This is where we cooked our supper. You can't see the dining room. It's gorgeous. But anyway, loved this place so much that we decided to come back again this year. So we booked it like a month and a half ago, and we just make it happen. Like, the money shows up. When you just decide you're going to prioritize something, like, the money shows up. Like, it just does. And the time shows up. So it just depends on, like, how high of a priority is it to have memorable vacations with your family? Because I know it's easy to, like, go through social media and just, like, scroll and feel like those people just have all the time in the world and they have all the money and, like, they have something that I don't. And, like, that is so, like, they're just different than me. Actually, Trey, my husband, was talking about this afternoon. He's like, you know what? It's really helped me to tune pianos, because he's a piano technician. So he's like, it really helps me to tune pianos, like, in rich people's homes, because I've gotten to know those, like, rich people. And he's like, they're just people. Like, there's nothing, like, amazing about them. And, like, not all of them, like, grew up wealthy. They're just wealthy. That's just one thing about them. So anyway, I could go into that, but I'm not going to. Remember, the vacations. Stay on track. So anyway, so, like, expensive and extravagant or entertaining, surprisingly, may not create the most memorable vacations. Just to get real with you. Honestly, just driving through Gatlinburg today and yesterday was like a nightmare, because our kids are seeing, like, oh, I want to go to the Mirror Maze. I want to go on the go-karts. I want to go here. We should eat there. We should do this. Like, let's do this, Dad. Like, come on, Dad. Why can't we do this right now? It is, like, one of my least favorite places is Gatlinburg and Pigeon Forge. I hate the places. I shouldn't say hate. I really don't enjoy them. I don't even enjoy driving through them, because it's just, like, literally, even if we just did the things the kids pointed out, it would be so expensive, and that would be an extravagant vacation, and it would be entertaining. But would it be memorable? there's nothing wrong with doing those things, but there's some things in life that actually like take away from our experiences just because of what they do to our brains. Like our brains get like so high paced. Like I went live the first day we were here and I was like, I'm actually letting the kids watch Thomas the Train, like to sit down and watch Thomas the Train. I so regretted that. Like it sounds silly. Thomas the Train is so slow. But if you notice, there's like a lot of like negative, there's like always somebody who's grumpy, and the kids got all keyed up, not from the movie being wild, but because of what screen time does to a kid's brain. It gets them like high paced. People ask us all the time like why our kids are so calm, and I'm like, no screens is the number one thing. Low sugar is the number 2 thing. Number 3 thing is just like spending time with them. Like we just spend a lot of time with them. So this is not a child training video, but it is about memorable vacations. So if you spend a lot of time in front of screens, that can take away from your vacation. And a lot of things are just, if it's an environment that's really noisy and chaotic, you're not making very strong brain connections with your family, like with who you're with. So that's why I say like a lot of things that are really entertaining, like movies or shows or like just some of the things that are really keyed up just aren't really going to build the most memorable vacations. Simple is better. And yeah, time, effort, and money are all you need to have a memorable, like a vacation. And you can take that time, money, and effort, and you can make it like a memorable vacation, or you can literally leave vacation like, we're going to be paying for this for 6 months. And I'm exhausted, and now we're going back to work. Like, that's not what you want out of a vacation, is it? Like, can you just send me that care emoji if you've ever gone on a vacation like that and you just got home like, what in the world? So much money and so much, like, I'm exhausted. So that's my tip for today, guys. Drop in the comments if you guys have some tips for me. Like if you are like avid vacationers, or even if you've only gone on one vacation that was really memorable, like what are your tips? So I will share you mine. Obviously like the things I shared a lot of like what not to do, but we have this like fireplace. So it's like sit around in the fire, bring books so you guys can read, just play pool with the kids. I am horrible at pool. Like, oh my goodness. I'm horrible at pool, but I played pool with the kids. It was nice when we like picked out a movie and did like a family movie night the other night. That was nice. Cooking and eating, like sitting at the table together. There are so many kids that are on screens when they're eating. Like so many kids. Like restaurants, all the kids have some kind of a screen in front of them. And our kids just don't. Like we're just sitting and visiting. Like, you know, there's something called like an activity sheet at a restaurant for kids. Our kids use them. We did like the word search together or tic-tac-toe together. We did hiking, we did biking. Would you guys like to hear about our epic biking? Give me a thumbs up if you would like to hear about our epic biking today. Maybe tomorrow's live could be about that if you're interested in how we go biking with 4 kids. 4 kids, bikes, mountains. Think about it. So anyway, I am going to go because my family, I'm by the fire here, but my family is out there starting another fire. I know this is like so ghetto, like trying to get this through the window. Here, I'll just show you. So my family is starting a fire outside and we are going to roast marshmallows as a reward for our very strenuous bike trip today. Hey guys! Hi! Are you guys about ready for marshmallows? Woohoo! Okay, I can be patient. So anyway, yeah, those are my tips. Sorry if this went on longer than you wanted. But yeah, those are my tips for a memorable vacation, and for sure, drop your tips because I'm always open to more great ideas. Campfires are so soothing to the brain, and anything that involves water, it's amazing.